This has gone off the rails real bad, y'all, but I'm so glad you're all here. No, he's next after this guy. If you're all quiet for this guy, then I'll bring Tony up, I promise. This guy's new. This is your first time, too?
Yeah.
First time? All right. Give it for AJ Hodge, everybody.
Woo!
Thank you very much. Thank you. The fuck is that? Okay. So thank you very much. This is my first time up here, so I appreciate if everyone was gentle with me. Actually, I don't really have to into you too, my friend. I don't really care if you're actually gentle with me. I'm kind of into that sort of thing. So, when I was a kid, I was really into Mythbusters. That was a really good show. Rewatching it as an adult, though, I have to say, they're kind of pussies for never doing a 9/11 episode. It's really not that hard. I mean, depending on what kind of conspiracy theorist you listen to, it's jet fuel, steel beams, fucking free fall speed. I just mean, it would be peak TV if you saw Jamie out there with his mustache, just kind of like, jet fuel don't melt steel beams. I don't know, man. Now, I know you can't really hear it in my accent, but I am actually from Newfoundland. The reason why I choose to speak like this is because I prefer for people to respect me whenever possible. I can tell that's not happening right now. That's totally fine. The thing is that, it's a little easier for people to actually take you seriously if you don't speak like some kind of woodland critter, I don't know if you've ever actually been to Newfoundland, but it's a lot of Tender and Jesus vibes. I was coming out of the droke of the woods, I was. And anyway, who wants any piece of that? Now, I'm from a super small town in Newfoundland, super small. So there's less than 600 people where I'm from. There's 2 places to work. I'd say there's a gas station and a fish plant. The town I'm from is so small that we don't use Ancestry. We use something called Incestry. It's actually a dating app. Now that is a joke. However, where I'm from, second cousins are okay. So I want to be on the same page with everybody else here. Now when you're a kid, you grow up, you might hear a lot of difficult conversations. You might have the divorce talk. Oh no! You have the maybe your parents died or a pet died or some shit. Oh no! You were adopted. Oh no. Now me, growing up, I had to have the incest talk. That's a very difficult conversation to have with people. The only bright side is, like most of you, I'm sure things are starting to make a little bit more sense here. Because when I look in a mirror after the incest talk, I go, this makes sense to me. I don't want to get into it. You know how going back to school, back in the day, we used to have all those drug PSAs. You'd have the faces of meth. That was always my favorite. You'd have some dude, no teeth, scabs all over his face, faces of meth. Hell yeah. Now me, I feel like I would have been included somewhere on a Faces of Incest poster. You know what I mean? Just kind of big picture of me, my face, just says, don't fuck your cousins. You know what I mean? In small print, it could say at the bottom, second cousins are okay. I don't know. It's just how we roll where I'm from. That was a very uncomfortable conversation, wasn't it? I think there's some people from Meat Cove in here. I don't know. There's one person who laughed at that. Okay, so listen. I don't know what else is in the news today, people. Listen, this is my first time. What I can tell you is that when I was 19, a girl fingered my ass behind a Petro-Canada. That was quite an experience. I'm sure to some people, you might think, this is a bad experience. And for me, it was a bad experience, too, because it completely spoiled me. I don't know how to go back. I'm 31 years old now. I literally can't count unless there's a finger in my ass. I'm sorry, little baby. or I'm at a Petro Canada, which is unfortunate. I do pump my gas at Fast Fuel nowadays, for the record. For anyone who's wondering. Also, it was the Petro Canada on Quinpool, for anyone who's looking for a good time.
Did you earn Petro points?
100. It's not worth it. It's like a bag of beef jerky, really. Yeah, not even worth it, man. Who's Sid? I was standing back there. Who's the rambunctious one? No one's rambunctious anymore. Don't even matter. Listen. When I was a kid, I was raised by a lot of newfies. So obviously, I was raised Catholic. Now the thing is, as a Catholic, what is that?
Finger in your butt.
I mean, that's a Catholic way, right? I just don't go to church too much. That's the
Give it
thing.
to him.
So I was raised Catholic. My grandmother was really Catholic. My mother, not so much. Me, even less so. The thing is, when you start thinking about things, they start making sense. So you're told, for example, I'm sorry if this is offensive to somebody. You're told, for example, that Jesus died for our sins, which is, what a fucking cool guy, eh? Putting himself out there like that. I've been compared to him myself a little bit. I don't see the resemblance. Now, they tell you that Jesus died for all of our sins, right? And so depending on your interpretation of everything, Jesus not only died for all the sins committed, for all the sins committed for fucking ever. Every single one, right? So, for every single sin ever committed, Jesus said, all right, cool. Right, so this means that, logically speaking, Jesus stood there and watched some guy fucking just going at it. Just blasting fucking rope to Waluigi porn or some shit. And Jesus still said, it's worth it. That's exactly why I'm an atheist, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Thank you very much. My name is AJ Hodge. I appreciate your time. Hope you all have a great day.
Keep it going for AJ Hodge, everyone.